Very cool. Now tell me about your sound, about your music.
The band in Charlotte sometimes, and I guess like people always try to say like, oh, what genre of music are you, and what kind of what kind of style is it? And I never know what to say. So mostly I say it's like if you took Fiona Apple or like Billie Holiday and made it way poppier, and then put the hip hop beats, then you'd have me.
That's very good sound. And how did how did that sound all come together? I mean, is it just a variety of your different influences?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of got a little bit bored of just being a singer-songwriter and like singing coffee houses. And while I still love to do that, it was just a way of like reinventing myself and kind of having fun. Because it's so much more fun to talk about how much you hate your life when you're dancing. So, and I was a dancer for 13 years. So, having all those dance beats that I, grew up on, and I was into musical theater, and then my dad, was really into folk, and having all those different, musical influences kind of made this really wacky thing.
Yeah, that's awesome. And now tell us about your record. Is the record out yet? Or?
No, we have an EP coming out March 18th.
Okay.
And that will be available on tour. And then May 6th, it's supposed to come out everywhere, but you never know. It could be pushed back a week or maybe earlier. It's called Waves in the Both of Us, and I'm really excited for it. It's kind of all over the place. It's definitely not just like an angsty girl talking about breakups, but it's a little bit more to it than that. But I think it's a record for like if you just like graduated or you just like things are changing for you and you're finally like out of the house, and it's a lot to do with the pressures that society puts on you and you put on yourself. And I don't know, but all the kids, parents dig it. We went on tour with Pat Monahan, the singer from Train, which is just like singing to like a bunch of your parents, and they seem to still like it.
Okay.
So, who knows?
And did you record it in New York?
Yeah, I did. I actually recorded it in my manager's office, and they have a studio in the back. So it was like I was living 2 blocks away at the time, so it was very convenient.
Yeah, that's cool. And now, what was the process like making it? Was it something that was like fun and spirited, or was it sort of intense and nerve-wracking?
I guess a little bit of both, because even though I had been recording since I was 14, it was, I guess I just graduated high school. I was 18 when I started recording it, and I was just going through a lot of different changes, so it was the most fun and exciting experience, but at the same time, it's like, oh my god, this is real, and I have to start getting serious, and that was kind of scary for me. But it was really therapeutic to do the record.
Yeah,
so.
that's awesome. Now, is there a first single from the record?
Yeah, How I Could Just Kill a Man. It's
This is not a cover, I'm guessing.
No, it's not
Okay.
a cover, but it's really funny because people automatically think I'm doing a rap cover, and they're like, "What is this little white chick doing singing doing rap?" But Cypress Hill, and I remember it was the last song that was made on the CD, and my producer came up to me and goes, "I need you to write a song." And I'm like, "Well, we already have all these songs. We're done. Over this. Come on, let's be finished with this record already." He goes, "Cypress Hill song, How I Could Just Kill a Man?" Yeah. What about it? He's like, "Go write it. How I Could Just Kill a Man. Go write the song." And at the time, I was going through like a really bad breakup, so it was perfect. So I went in the other room and was playing guitar and wrote it real quick, and came in the other room and sang it, and then recorded it that week, and then it was finished.
Wow, and now it's the first single.
And now it's the first single.
Yeah.
So it's kind of almost, it's nothing about being a gangster, except that I'm maybe being a little gangster with someone's heart.
Very cool. And what are some of your other favorite tracks on the record?
Definitely none of like the singles that are coming out. All like the weirdo ones.
Yeah, of course. Well, that's always how it is.
It's always how it is.
Yeah.
Probably a song called Army Men, and it's not political. It's just kind of the battle that goes on within your head, and just not giving up on yourself. And so that's a lot of fun for me to play live, as well as actually I think one of the singles that might be coming out at some point called Lose and Sleep, kind of dealing with the same thing and the pressures that like the industry will put on you and that you put on yourself.
Yeah, very cool. Now, is there any like bands here that you want to see while you're in Austin? Or
I'm definitely gonna check out the Hush Sound because we're just on tour with them, and actually just went to go see my friend's boyfriend's band, Ben's brother, and they were great. And I'm kind of just, the thing with South by Southwest, you never really know like where you're going and what's going on. There's just so much stuff, so I decided I was just gonna go with the flow and like my my peeps, whatever they want to do. See what my keys player wants to go see.
Yeah, that's awesome. Very cool. Well,